Hey everyone, so in this video we are going to code this dashboard component basically, and we are also going to code the context component, okay, basically our providers. So let's jump into this data provider.tsx files and let's create the context. So let's name it like data context. So in React how you can create the context is you can create the context using react.createContext, and it takes some default value that I'm going to pass as an empty object right now, and it can also take the type over here, like what will be the type of the context, what kind of value it is going to be emitting. Okay, I hope you all know the concept of context. Basically it has provider and consumer. Basically provider, we have to wrap it over our children in the sense mean over the component. Okay, so let's suppose there is some common property that you want access in all these components. So what you're going to do, you simply need to wrap it inside this data provider, and so that all these components can consume that property. Okay, so one more thing, let's create another interface that is we will name it as app context, and we can place all the required properties that our app context will have. Okay, so let's have a look at the component first. So we will be requiring top rated items, all categories, and dishes near us. Okay, let's create them top rated, and it will be of type food items that we have created in the previous video in app interface.ts. So why we have created food items over here? Because this is the common interface that will be requiring throughout our project. Okay, so let me show you. So friends, this is going to be the structure of our app context interface, and what we will be doing is we will be importing this food item. As I have told you earlier that we simply export it from app interface and we will import it wherever it is needed. Okay, and over here what you can do, you can simply pass the app context. Okay, so in React this is how you can, basically we are defining the type over here. And why it is giving error? Because it says that this empty object is missing all those following property. So over here what you can do, you can typecast also it, like you can say that as app context, like, okay, so it will not throw the error. So I hope we are good to go. Now what we are going to do, we have this data provider, and as I have told you, we are going to wrap it in basically around this all the children. We are going to wrap it around. Basically it's going to be a parent component for all these children. So like I am destructuring the prop right now over here. How we can do this? We can do this right like this, and I am going to define the type for the children also. And what is the type of these children is basically jsx.element. Okay, so the type is jsx.element. Okay, so friends, the type is jsx.element, and now what we can do, we can simply create a state over here. So friends, I am simply creating a state over here using useState hook. And my state will be the object basically. Okay, and inside this object I am going to have all these top rated items, all categories, and dishes near you. Because I am not using any API for this project, so that's why I am creating this static data over here. Okay, so let's create a top rated first. It is going to be the array of objects, simple. So friends, this is how our top rated is going to be going to look like. It will have this ID property, name, price, URL, description, and rate. As I've told you, as I've shown you in this ID, name, price, URL, description, rate. Okay, as you can see, this quantity I've added this question mark over here. This simply means that that this quantity is optional. Okay, it can be or it cannot be present inside the property. Okay, so we will come back to that property later. So similarly, as we have created top rated, we are going to create other two also. Let's close this one. So friends, here comes the all categories, and now dishes near you. Cool. Now we have dishes near you also over here. Now what we can do, we simply need to export all these properties, so these properties can be provided to the children that we are going to wrap. Okay, so let's see how we are going to do that. So to do so, what we'll be needing, we are going to access data context dot provider. Okay, so yeah, so the context provider is the provider basically, and inside this we are going to wrap the children simply. Okay, I guess this is clear so far. Okay, so why it is giving error, I guess, yeah, we are going to need single basically not double parenthesis, single parenthesis only. Now what error it is showing is okay, so we need to pass the value property is missing in here, so we are going to pass the value property over here. Okay, so friends, in this value property I am going to pass an object basically, and it is going to take all these things that we have just mentioned in this type over here. Okay, so it is going to emit these three properties basically. So as you can see right now it is giving error because all these categories are mentioned in our state. So what we are going to do is simply const, and we are going to destructure it from our state. Okay, so friends, we have successfully created the provider, and we have also emitted all the three values. We have created the context also, and we have created the interface for the context. One more thing, what you can do, you can also provide a type for your basically the state. Okay, so you can simply add app state. Okay, so as you know right now, I guess okay, let me do it, interface, and over here app state. Okay, cool. Now what I'm able to see over here right now, our app state is also same as app context. Okay, in our app state also we are having these three properties only that this app context is emitting basically. So what we can do, okay, so rather than adding any properties over here, what we can do, as you can see app state has also the same properties as app context, we can simply extend app context over here. Okay, so we are going to have the properties in app state also the same as we have in app context. Okay, so you must say that why we are creating this app state if they have same properties, because later in this course we are going to have some different properties that will not be present in app context. Okay, and one more thing, let's remove this export because we are not going to require all these interfaces somewhere else. So yeah, so yes, so we have app state. So I hope we are good to go. Okay, so what we can do, we have to do one thing. Yeah, we have to first of all let export this data provider also. Okay, so it is already exported over here. So what we can do, we can simply copy this and we need to simply paste this over here, data provider, like this. We simply need to wrap the app inside this data provider. So that error is also gone because we have not imported it now. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully wrapped our app component inside this data provider. So now what will happen is this app will have the access to all the properties inside this data provider. Okay, cool. Now what we can do, we can go to dashboard.tsx. Okay, so those who don't know how to open this, we can open this using command P, and you have to simply write dashboard.tsx over here. Okay, using command P, and you can do the global search using command shift F over here. Okay, so in this dashboard component, let's see what we are going to code. So we have to simply create these three sections basically, as we can understand from the from this website. So first section will have this title simple and these three images having their title below them. Okay, so and also we will be needing this header section also that we have created. Okay, so we have not created the header section also. We will be okay, so we will have to code the header section also. Friends, what I suggest is I will code the footer and header component in separate video. Okay, or else it will like just add the length Okay, so let's create the dashboard component in this video, and we are going to create the header and footer in next video. So friends, in this dashboard component we will be requiring the context properties. Okay, so that's why we are going to import it in head dashboard.tsx, and let's take all those properties that we have just imported from here, dash data context. Okay, so it is throwing this error because I hope there is no export written over there. Okay, cool. Okay, so friends, we have got all these three properties from data context. Okay, so now what we can do, we can start coding the UI. Okay, so let's first create a class div with class name wrapper. Okay, over here our header component will come, that we are going to code in next video. Okay, after that we have a next div with a class of content. Okay, after this we are going to have another div. Okay, so this is the class name container and margin bottom 5. Okay, so some of these classes I am going to write in dashboard.css, but some of these classes like container, we are getting it from bootstrap.css that we have added in app.tsx. Okay, now now over here we are going to have add the heading, this heading basically top rated. Okay, so cool. Over here what we have done, we have simply added this top rated heading, and now what we are going to do, we are going to create another div. Okay, and that div is going to take the class name of row. Row basically has the property of display flex. Okay, it is available in bootstrap only. So friends, inside this row what I am going to do, I am simply going to run a loop over top rated items. Okay, using this top rated dot map, and I am going to traverse through the object that we have added over here. Okay, and we are going to simply code this, like we are simply going to write the img component, and we are simply going to pass this URL. Okay, that we have over here. So let's do this. So friends, what I have done over here, I have simply run a loop over top rated items and simply created a div with a column class of md4. Basically it stands for medium, and a pointer for cursor pointer. Okay, and inside this we have simply rendered this image. Okay, and this is the bottom title that I've shown you, like cake, pizza or noodles or whatever. Okay, and it is giving error because it has implicitly type of any. So what we are going to do, we are going to give it a type. So it is going to take the type of food items, and this is going to take the type of number. Okay, so I hope we are good so far. So now what we are going to need is I hope okay, so why it is giving error, let's see. So it is saying that property top rated does not exist on type context app context. Let's see why it is giving this error. Okay, so friends, actually we have to use one hook that we have missed actually, and that is use context basically. Okay, so we have to use this use context over here and pass this data context inside this as a parameter. Okay, so now as you can see, the error is gone. Okay, so we have created the first row successfully. Now what I am going to do, I am simply going to add the CSS for that row that we have created. Okay, because as you all know, if first row is created, the next two things are copy paste only. Okay, so let's add the CSS also. So friends, these are the CSS for our dashboard component. Okay, so these are not very much, simply a wrapper which we have display flex, flex direction column, and height of 100 viewport height. Okay, then we have content to give the background color. Okay, and flex of 1. Then we have font weight of 600, color that I am using Dodger blue, black, and cursor pointer. Okay, so cool. So let's see if it is running successfully or not. So friends, as we can see, we have our dashboard component over here, and we have successfully rendered the top row. So now what we can do, we can go ahead and similarly code the last two rows also. So friends, this one is for all categories. Okay, so I guess I have missed the h4 for it. Let's copy it from here. All. Okay, cool. Now what we can do, we can once again go ahead and similarly copy for the dishes near you. Okay, so cool. So we have successfully created for dishes near you and all categories and top rated. Okay, once again we have missed this h4 over here. Okay, so cool, we have our h4 also. One more thing that we have missed, that we need to import the css also. Cool, so we have successfully imported the css also. So now let's go ahead and have a look in the browser. Let's refresh the page. So friends, I hope yeah, so it looks cool. The dashboard component, we have successfully coded the dashboard component. Okay, and we have successfully coded the css file and .tsx file. Okay, so in the upcoming video, what we are going to do, we are going to code the common components that are header and footer, and we are also going to navigate, like on these clicks, we are going to navigate to the food details component. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you did, then do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and thank you. We will be meeting in next video.